Hello everybody, my name is Irish Total War and welcome back to the Carthaginian campaign as played on Rome Total Realism 8. Now, the last time we left off, we suffered a very close defeat to the Romans on Sicily, but we dealt them a massive amount of damage such that their army is pretty much nearly annihilated, whereas our army is looking a hell of a lot better than their army is. The key part being that our general made it out alive as the last man in his unit. You can see him right here. His unit has been pretty much nearly completely retrained, and a lot of our army managed to get out alive as well, so overall I would actually call that battle a draw, if anything, with us being, slightly more favoured in the overall encounter. It was a very tough battle to fight. Unfortunately though, they seem to have a few more minor stacks occupying the area around Messina. I have to imagine that they have a few more coming down the coast of Italy here, which is why I have this diplomat here hoping to uncover the mysteries of this fog of war land. So I think, the first thing we should do is move him down to the south ever so slightly. I may even ask for peace from Rome. Maybe just to buy myself a tiny bit of time just so I can rebuild the army in Sicily. It might not be the worst idea I've ever had. We'll give it a go. We'll ask for a ceasefire. They've technically won one battle. I think we've won one battle, so it's relatively even. They may not go for this. I would be very surprised if they did. I had a feeling that they wouldn't. That is absolutely fine. Let's check out how the capital is doing though. We'll see what kind of armies that they have around that. So that would be the Roman capital right there. Can we get an idea? Oh, it would appear that they are currently blockaded. Who else are they at war with? Could this be a pirate blockade? We'll have a look. So they're currently at war with me, and yeah, the Free Peoples are currently blockading the capital right now, so if we check out the overall score here, that could be really hurting them financially. Their capital is currently not really receiving any type of trade. Let's turn on Rome and the Celtiberians right away. The Celtiberians are having a very minor rise. I'm not a huge fan of that. We may need to move against them soon. We don't want them getting above that 40k mark, I don't think. Militarily, they are going up, whereas we have taken a very slight hit due to the battle that we just had. Production ranking, wow, look at that drop off from Rome, though. My goodness, whereas we are staying relatively steady. Taking a look at the territory, we currently have 13 regions. Rome has about 8, I think. And the Celtiberians have very little. Very, very little. Overall, not great for them. And their finances have taken a major hit too, whereas our finances are finally recovering, which is fantastic. Overall pop ranking, their pop is going down. My pop is going down ever so slightly, due to the issues going on right now in, I believe it's Geddes. Still having a minus 0.5% pop drop. We're going to look to get the sewers in here to hopefully get rid of some of that squalor as well. And I think I may get a market up and running after that. What kind of recruitment can we can do a fair amount of recruitment. In fact, I am recruiting there as of this second. Taking a look at the finances, we're set to make a fair amount next turn, over 4k, which is fantastic. So we've somewhat stabilized the economy a little bit, although it is still a little bit tentative. It could all go wrong with one mistake, so we still must be careful. We should probably start getting some ports up and running as well. Carthage was a hell of a sea trading empire, I should say, so we definitely want to recreate that in this game. So getting up some basic trade ports could be very valuable indeed, and I think with the last amount of money I have, I may recruit a couple of units here. We might be able to get 2 Libby Phoenicians and bring them over to Sicily so we can do a bit of a reinforcement drive. I don't see the Romans really landing at the mainland anytime soon, so Carthage and Hadrimentum and Hippo and all of them should be relatively okay. Leptis Magna as well, they should be relatively safe. So I think we'll recruit. Can we recruit 2? We can only recruit 1 right now. We can actually get a Libyan infantry and a Libyan Phoenician, which is pretty decent. In fact, the citizen infantry and the Libyan Phoenicians are actually nearly identical in terms of what they can do. Their defense is the same, their attack is the same, their upkeep and recruitment costs are the exact same. The only reason I think why I would get the citizen infantry is just for an aesthetical purpose. We can also get some Merc hoplites recruited as well, but they have a slightly higher upkeep to the Libyan Phoenicians. I think we'll get a Libyan Phoenician unit, and we'll get a Libyan infantry unit. Slightly less attack, but overall they can do a decent job in the defense. They can hold the enemy infantry down, hopefully, while my cavalry does a job on them. Again, you can sort of see the tactic that I really want to go for here. And the recruitment in Cadiz is going on relatively nicely. In 2 turns, those series will be done. That leaves me with 55 talents. And really, we're going to have to see what Rome will do next. In fact, I could take pretty much everyone out of here and maybe attack this Roman army. Taking a look at them. They do have a fair amount of troops left, though, so maybe it might not be a bad idea to leave them alone, although they could easily make a move for Lilybam. And if we lose Lilybam, that could be a minor nightmare. We're making a slight decent amount in Lilybam. Tell you what, we'll take over Hamilcar and these 2 units. Get them on the boat. Now, can this ship make it there? Okay, they can make it into Lilybam itself, so minor reinforcement of Lilybam should be okay. So this should work. And we'll take this small navy back. So now we finally have a bridge between Carthage and Sicily right now. This is pretty huge. There is another army right here, Captain Gaius, right outside Rome. Rome again still being blockaded. They have a very small army in Rome itself, although the army is pretty high in quality, and of course they have a stone wall as well. The units in Illyria are doing okay. We're getting that hegemonia built so we can finally make it somewhat self-sufficient. There being a crossing here, we definitely want to get that done because no doubt they will attempt to attack Illyria again. And Illyria is of course the gateway to this island as a whole. We lose Corrales, we lose a fair chunk of our income. So then, shall we end a turn and see what Rome shall do? I think we should. Let's see what happens. It's Rome's move now. They're attacking Lilybam proper, or Agrigentum proper, I should say. Interesting. We could probably... We are probably going to want to sally forth here, I think. We don't want them... Or, actually, hang on. We can relieve them pretty well with the family member here and some troops from Lilybam. And we can take out... We should be able to hopefully take out this army pretty decisively, I think. Finally, this family member finally got his entire troop back, which is fantastic. We had a flash flood where? Oh my, would you look at that. That is quite extensive flooding. That's pretty insane. Okay, so we got a couple more units trained now in Cadiz. Can we maybe move them out? Is it really the general that's maintaining public order here? No, I didn't think it would be. Okay, so why would we take you, you? I will leave the slingers behind. We'll take you, and you. Take them out. Okay, that brings them into a blue. A blue I can kind of work with. We definitely want to take another settlement here if we can. So we're going to set out, and hopefully with a couple of more units being made, and of course the sewers being made, hopefully everything should be relatively okay here. I may even make another Gatrati infantry here as well, just to really make sure that they're okay. So we're starting to move out now at the southern tip of Iberia, hoping to score some land along the coastline, get some more trade ports up and running. Again, we do have another trade port being built. I believe it is in Hadrumetum. That should be done in 3 turns. Hadrumetum slightly annoyed at the taxes. What can we do to appease that? We could maybe get some communal farming, but that would really only help the growth, which is pretty unfortunate. You may hear dogs barking in the background. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that. I wish I could, but they're very feisty pups, so they are. We could make a market in Hadrumetum as well, but I don't think that's entirely needed as of yet. If anything, I'd probably get a wall up and running. That's 2,400 talents overall. No, really, we need to focus on public order, so we get the Shrine to Tanit. That'll help farms and food production by +1. That's only a turn, I believe, is it not? Yes, it is, so we can prioritize that and get that, effect bonus right away next turn. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to attack this army with reinforcements from Lilybam. We're going to take think can we afford to take all 3? Is this a family member? It is a family member coming down. Only 3 units though, so we're going to take the family member and these 2 units. Hopefully they should be enough to adequately reinforce. We now outnumber them quite well. But is this a case of it being, you know, quantity over quality here? I'm not sure yet. I do not want this army being controlled by the AI, no way. Oh good, I can't see anything. Fantastic, wait. Thank you. Okay, so we got some rain. We're currently... Ooh, we are controlling really the smaller army. I'm not a fan about this. I'm not a fan of this at all. Really nice music though, I have to say. This is really nice music, man. I like this. Now we're attacking them, therefore we must go to them, so this is quite good. Oh, this is actually how I would prefer it. Start the battle. They're over there.
Reinforcements are here, but will they be enough for final victory?
Okay, bring them in quickly. Bring them all in quickly. Going to want to make some basic infantry lines here. Let them come in. Quickly, boys. Quickly. So we're just going to form our lines up now. Okay, I think the audio is a little bit too loud. I think we'll turn that down just a wee bit, put that down to about 30, we'll put that down to about 50, music we'll put that down to about 70, give or take. We'll put the speech down to about 50 itself. Hopefully that should be a little bit okay. Oh yeah, that is much better. Okay, so we're going to bring the cavalry out to the left flank here. We're just going to let everyone get into place as quickly as we can. And again, they should not advance towards me right away, which is, again, fantastic. We still have some... Oh, we missed out on the Iberian infantry here, did we? Oh, we missed out on 2 big units of infantry. Ah, how silly of me. How bloody silly of me. Reform the line yet again, then. Reform the line, people. Reform that line. A very healthy infantry line that we have here, which I'm quite delighted with. I'll put this unit kind of back here for moral support, if anything. That should be okay. So are Rome just gonna stay where they are? Yeah, it would look like it. They're just chilling. Do they have any missiles? Well, of course they will have Pilum, but do they have any dedicated missile unit, as in Velites or archers or anything like that? And so far, I'm not really seeing anything like that from them, which is quite alright. Is that unit there at the back? I think it's the 1 unit cav. I mean, it's a 1 unit cav unit. I'd rather just put it at the back and let it live and retrain. Hopefully distribute those silver chevrons accordingly, which would be quite nice. So again, we're just going to let everyone walk. We're not going to have them run. We don't really need the fatigue right now. But yeah, overall though, we do significantly outnumber them. Victory is a very distinct possibility. I think, yeah, we out-cavalry them, and I think we have better infantry than them. And it looks like they actually have Velites right here. A very small number though, so we should again be okay. Please excuse the Steam pop-ups. I have a lot of friends on that platform. Okay, everyone should be pushing on in now. Good. Good, and I'm hoping this Merc Cavalry, while pretty good in melee, should provide some decent missile harassment, which I may bring them up actually and see if we can do something pretty akin to that. Make sure they're kept on a skirmish mode as well. We're just going to bring them up ever so quickly. Try and get a couple of javelin volleys on this, what appears to be an Italic Astati unit here. Not 100% on what that unit might be. All we know is, hang on. All we know is they have spiked feet, which is just goddamn fantastic. They don't. Oh, but they do. Haha, I love that. That's oh, hilarious effect, as do the Principes here. So you have some Italic Astati here, some extraordinary infantry there, and Hastati over there. I'm not sure about the major difference between regular Hastati and Italic Hastati. I'm not too familiar with that. Let's go very slowly, bring them up, and do a javelin volley. Ever so slowly, ever so quickly. We'll make it quick. Why not? Let's make sure they get up there. Get at least one volley in before they inevitably get charged. My plan is that they won't, though. Or we could actually attack the Veltes, get them out of the game, but no, I think the Italic Astati will be a bit better. Let's be very quick about this. One volley, just give me one volley. They've turned their backs. How silly of them. If they're gonna have their backs turned, then that's quite idiotic of them. That's fine with me. Okay, take him out, take him out. As two little volleys there, we killed about 8 or 9 of them, give or take, and they're bringing out the Triarii now. I had better watch out for the Triarii, by the way. They are not a unit to, well, they're not a unit to trifle around with. Okay, are all of my infantry in place? They are good. I'm just gonna very, very slowly bring them forward. Should be a hotkey for this. I don't believe that hotkey is actually within this game. I think it's in later Total War games where you can move them up as is. So I'm actually going to move you back a bit because you're not really going to contribute a hell of a lot. You're only a 15-man unit, for God's sake. So you're going to bring up this entire line. And we'll see if they actually... I really don't think we should have very thin units in the center. That could come back to bite me, although having very meaty units on the flanks will be good for envelopment. So bring these troops up a good bit. And we will, of course, fast forward and we'll bring up the cavalry as well. All 3 meaty cavalry units. Pretty hefty. So bring them up. Actually, we'll bring them on the other flank. They'll have more room to actually maneuver. Just put them out here. And we'll see what they do with that movement. I don't see them moving all that much. And also, this is a bog standard AI formation from what I can tell. Okay, again, not much movement from them. They currently have a cav unit, very somewhat isolated out there. Must be their Equite. And of course, their extraordinary cavalry there at the back with the... Actually, do you know what? No, I think that's the extraordinary cavalry. In fact, it is. They have their general in the Equite unit. Okay, so bring them up. Bring them up ever so quietly, ever so quickly. Come on. I'm not going to run them. Still really have no need to do that. They're still fresh. So I'm okay with this. Now, let's see what we can do with the cavalry here now, too. Bring the cavalry up a little bit closer. I want to move them all up as one as well. Don't want anyone getting caught out. I don't like the fact that these boys are moving slightly faster. Not a huge fan of that. That could get them caught out. So move them up a little bit more. See how they actually perform here. Again, we outnumber them quite heavily. Are they going to charge? Here comes the charge then. Are they going to go straight for my cav? A lot of them are, you know, a lot of them are. Pull the cav back. Pull the cav back. They're just bringing out a single Triarii unit from what I can tell. Right, so hit them with, hit their infantry. Okay, so pause the game right there very quickly. They are currently bringing in their cavalry to Oh, this is going to be quite hefty, actually. That is not good. They're bringing in their cavalry for a commitment. So they're going to bring up our own cavalry to sort of recharge them in the back. That's going to hurt quite a lot. In fact, no, get them with this spear unit. That should definitely take down their general. What do we have here? Extraordinary infantry. Bring him back, bring him back. Bring him back right now before they get a javelin volley off. Wasn't my best maneuver right there, but these boys should get pretty enveloped pretty quickly. Get the Iberian infantry in here as well. They brought in the extraordinary cavalry as well, so we should just be able to pretty much destroy these Principes. Take out the extraordinary infantry quickly, quickly. Currently these boys are being absolutely javelined to hell. Bring these boys in here, sandwich them. Hopefully we should be able to do that, no problem. Would have preferred a proper charge, though. Okay, take this boy out, take him out. Okay, we are doing a fair amount of damage, but I would prefer to do another charge, if at all possible. How are we doing here? So far, we seem to have, yeah, pretty much outnumbered them pretty well. Oh, this cavalry was not on the charge. Pull them out and get a charge in. Hopefully mass alone should take them out. Do have fog coming in, showcasing a little bit of dynamic weather here, which is absolutely fine. I would like to get some of my cavalry freed up and brought out around their flanks, which would be quite nice. The enemy general is fleeing right now, so we are getting routes, which is fantastic. I want to bring this unit out and around. We're currently beating the hell out of this Principe. If we can actually... Yep, there goes the extraordinary cavalry. They're pretty much done. Let's bring this cavalry around and hit them in the backs. They're only velites after all. Should be okay. And we'll let these merc units hold up these Principes here. No problemo. Yeah, get a nice hammer and anvil in these boys so we can. This should finish them pretty quickly. Okay, good. That's one done. Let's hit into these Italicastati here as well. Hit into the Italics. Come on, boys. Give me a good charge. Come on. Not the best charge you've ever actually performed, but not the worst either. Pull out and do it again. Overall, we are winning pretty well. In fact, we actually got the route. Finish him off. Good, we're getting a pretty hefty route here now. Looks like these boys are just flat out leaving. Yeah, this entire center has been routed now, which is just fantastic. Hopefully these boys will rout now in a moment. We're actually going to bring them in for one last crippling charge. Gonna have my got my cavalry mop up as many as we can here. This is pretty needed. But yeah, we needed this victory, a little bit of revenge from the last part. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, some upbeat music being played, I do definitely approve. Music to definitely signify my victory. These Principes are holding on ever so annoyingly. Let's put some infantry in their back. Actually, take these cavalry out, have them run down. We can let the infantry deal with these Principes. So this should be okay. So a few sizable units made it off the field. Ooh, excuse me, they made it off the field. Fortunately, we cannot get them all. I want to make sure these Triarii are obliterated, though. Triarii are a very annoying unit to actually deal with overall. Hit the Principes again. Then attack Triarii? Actually, no. Hit that Triarii. I don't want to risk it being retrainable, although one unit it really shouldn't be, but I don't want to risk that, so please, could you kill him? Thank you. Let's go into fast forward mode here. Yeah, he's done. Continue. I want them dead. Just take out the entire unit, please. All of them. Every single one. Good. How'd we do? We didn't do too badly, I don't think. We, oh my. They killed 235, we killed 421. Who did well? General to get 104, not bad at all. But, you know, overall our units did pretty equal amount of work. And we got some decent heals off that too. Let's hope they did not. Not a bad little battle there. And hopefully it should sway the supremacy on Sicily in my favor. Again, we can hold Sicily, develop it, turn it into an economic powerhouse. I fancy my chances in this campaign. As without a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, guys, that is all for this part. I've been Irish Total War. You have been watching the Carthaginian campaign on Rome Total Realism 8. I shall see you for the next one. Bye bye.